Back, we're doing Doki Doki Literature Club again. It's been forever. I only had one part of this up when I fucking started. And you'll notice there's no cast and crew this time. It's just me. I realized last time there was a lot of noise. You couldn't hear half of what everyone was really saying, and I figured, the fuck. Sorry, one of the dogs just walked in the room. Racing, what are you? Don't be an asshole. Anyway, hopefully we can get through this a bit today and on to the next thing. After this, the next video to be uploaded will be Undertale, so we'll do that. Anyway, let's go. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Echo.
Yo, Sayori.
Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I don't even know how you would actually say
I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing for you to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
You witch. I'm kinda hungry. You come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Eh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Eh? What? That, all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieved a coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves one option.
What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh?
I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Echo to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stuff like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen that much, but it's a fun side of you. That's... No way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's...
Oh, that's me. Shit. I got so absorbed in the other two. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But... You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me some more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Flap. Yeah.
Ow. What was... A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? Is this because I paid my restitution?
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
The snot goblin. I know some people like her, but it's so easy to make fun of this little fucker. So I'm gonna continue doing the voice I want for her.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Suki, so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
Eh. Going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
It looks really... Suki, can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
Here's this chocolate.
Yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one. Hehe.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes by Natsuki, wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down, takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Fucking hell. Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Jesus. Yeah, Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard about anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit She's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. Pretty popular and all.
Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true.
Excuse me? And then the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys aren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
Must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kinda started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. That's...
Monika looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
God. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Echo.
Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to put any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, did I miss any? I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mistress escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie, Yuri is back into a book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
Echo! Echo!
Sayori suddenly comes up to me.
I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know how the festival is coming up, right? Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. We need to go find some crayons, markers, and glue stick.
Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you.
Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with Echo to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Echo?
Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayori. Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Honestly, this is very anime. I can think of several where just one of the girls just like skipping down a hall in a school hallway. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Anybody did that in real life, they'd be looked at like they're crazy. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how we can make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
That's so.
Yep. We're gonna do a performance.
A performance? Of what kind?
Well, take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
Ah, that sounds kind of dull.
Echo! You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about like, you say the lines of a poem like, "In my feet, the last remaining flower beckons. I twist the stem, freeing it from its roots, caressing the final joint moments with my finger. But to what ends have I summoned this? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is all but a barren wasteland." Like that.
Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible to take you seriously when you talk like that.
Meanie, I'm working super hard on this, you know?
I know. I just mean that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun.
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey Echo, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
Mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. The going adventures with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons.
Sayori pulls the box full of crayons off the shelf.
They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names.
Alright, that's one
Down. Shit. Don't get distracted, we still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Let's at least one move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
I dropped one by accident.
Smack.
Yeah.
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Falls on the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow.
You okay?
My forehead.
Sayori clutches her forehead. Hey, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Not gonna lie, Sayori reminds me of myself, because I'm that accident prone too. Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
No.
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gotta swell up. Should find you some ice.
Echo?
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like you.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it's going to be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. Just a moment, I'm already returned to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm over her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box.
Guess they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
Nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts to drink from it. Damn it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, you idiot.
Ah. Sorry, I forgot. How the fuck do you forget that?
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Yeah, that's why you keep the bottle there. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looked like you cleaned up most of the crayons.
Hey, Echo. This kind of reminds me of growing up, doesn't it?
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. Kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing things you did. But sometimes I tried to do things I couldn't. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard.
Oh man, it's actually pretty sweet.
Would rush over as quick as you could. Try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blamed yourself and were trouble out. I know that feeling in real life, even though it wasn't your fault at all.
Did I really do that?
Yeah, remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I always focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to everything. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Echo. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just a bit clumsy. Really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, this feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Echo? So glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, no telling where will it end up in college. So it wouldn't be fair to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, alright? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori was whimsically expressing her eyes. We remained silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
Guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know?
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I had it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah.
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up too fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. Follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with the bangs to try and hide the bump without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room.
Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead.
She's fine, don't worry about.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into a shelf. Well, anyway, dumb. Were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Eh?
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff.
Calm down, Sayori. Have it all right here. I found the poster paper too.
Aha! Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Echo.
Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I mean an adventure.
Yeah, that.
Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems?
So I should grab mine. I don't even remember what choices I made, so this is going to be interesting. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Start with Monica.
Hi again, Echo. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. It's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote.
Really? Hey?
You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerating it.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a little bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. You can talk to me every now and then too. Like, unapproachable or anything, am I?
No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you. Something? I didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Well, alright. But anyway. You want to read my poem now?
Yes.
I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. I swear to God. Okay. Save me.
The colors they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforming, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Like playing a word on a turntable. Playing a pizza crust. An endless poem. Load me.
That's not ominous or creepy. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really sure makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. Still far hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing difficult decisions. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when or when something unexpected might happen. That's ominous as fuck, so yeah, we're just gonna do that. There we go. Back to the game. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
You tell me!
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, it's fucking... Alright, well, she'll say Sayori next, because apparently she'll love this.
Echo, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding them from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
No way. Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. The bitch! But I don't think that's it.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you.
What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot.
Just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess.
How am I son of a bitch?
But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure, even the little things.
Like cooking?
Let's not talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
Eh? I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Pat, pat.
Hey! I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Echo. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
'Cause...
Why indeed? What do you plan on doing?
Well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Sayori, completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really?
Snap.
Ah! I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. Jesus Lord. But being inattentive of her surroundings, I didn't catch the last bit of that.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Don't ah me. You're clumsy all the time. Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it.
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my drinks. Little ball of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out, warm and tingling. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, I blow dust off of my bottle cap. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and eat my friends. And in they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting and pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday? Every time I click auto.
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
But it taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
See that? It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm kind of thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw man, that poem's depressing. Thanks. I feel like it was meant to express myself this way. Even helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die, which will probably be soon if I remember.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Darius always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eye makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next?
Let's get the snot goblin out of the way.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say I like it. Phew. Huh? Phew? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Maybe that was a compliment. Ahaha! Glad someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. Something tells me Natsuki's completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kinda reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be one of the same. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone as fluffy as her? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. Flat-chested prick. But think of it this way, for one for me, blah blah blah. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Higgly wiggly hair, blah blah. Honestly, fuck her. I'm not even gonna bother reading it. No. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think this was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogs. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone who would agree with subject poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like this? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Sometimes something that you are afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? Can kind of agree with that. Sometimes what people like, though, can't hurt them, so. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Damn right. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. Well, I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. I want people to think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Alright, finally. Right, Yuri now.
Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Echo. Your skills are already improving.
Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. Why am I talking like she has a British accent? I don't know, it fits for the voice I'm doing. I know you're new to this, but so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's the only way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. Certainly is an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands her poem. Raccoon happened that I was slicing bread for a snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon at my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange the raccoon piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my curiosity, the raccoon, urge.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Using
the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I don't think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies.
Unusual hobbies, you say? Do tell.
It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, though I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
She did.
Yeah. He was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have something in common.
Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if you come sit at the front of the room.
Is it about the festival?
Well, sort of.
But do we really have to do something for the festival? Only we can put together anything good in just a few days. You are a doubter and a hater, Natsuki. Go away. Nobody likes you. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Need much more than a few decorations. Zarier's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what exactly we're going to be doing for the event.
Sorry, I thought you already heard about it. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't start putting...
You know what? She has more of a Karen personality, I feel.
You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Didn't really think it's that bad of an idea. Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine Yuri shaking. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. We start the event and each of us puts on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, be intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And those are the reasons that we're all in this club today.
Bullshit. Nowhere else to be, wanted food, likes literature, and everyone still questions why you even made the club, so there's that.
Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them and find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. All do. And if that's all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess we'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Foreshadowing!
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri, but anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to recite it do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica began reciting her poem. A clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Larry looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, I swear I learned English in school. I promise. I can speak English. And I can read. Finally, I did it again. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping you set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ooh-ha! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutched a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. The quivering words transformed into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and structure, and she enunciate with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. Sorry. Yawn. Glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself.
Hi.
It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me after we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back to his seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Yuri hops off her chair and cheerfully walks to the poem.
This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. You guys do it so easily.
Lord, sorry, I keep yawning. This is what I get for staying up till like 4 in the morning playing Daisy.
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins
reading her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice has made a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly clear like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were reading this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. Hearing it come from Sayori's voices, almost giving it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poem. Like I get to reach much more deeply into someone I thought I knew. And through. Sayori finished and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Echo liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem really nicely. Might be that your other poems will work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of it. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that'll challenge you. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Oh, now. Next. Atsuki?
Washboard.
Don't make me go before Echo. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Echo lower everyone's standards a little bit more before I have to do it.
Are such a bitch. You realize that, yeah?
Natsuki.
Fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. Not like I have much selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite the poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Like that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it. I think it's less about your abilities, about your lack of confidence in the writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then, let's just leave you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of his seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style. And it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they're bouncing up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs and back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have the idea for what it is. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
I like how that bit of hair that was like right, technically whacked Natsuki in the face. It was kind of funny. Okay, everyone. I think it's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write a poem for tomorrow as well. It's been working out so nicely so far. I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. No way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through with it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
These guys, don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though. Well...
How am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Echo, you don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we got to...
Sayori fumbled with the words.
So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? Kinda put me on the spot here. I mean... if it was high school me, and I had a choice between my best friend and a girl, to be honest, I'd probably still walk home with my friend. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
so silly, Echo. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayuri, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry. Besides, what's the point of
Speculating something that's never gonna happen. The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayuri to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Alright, time to make the poem. I just picked them at random at this point. Like, especially near the middle or end.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked into.
We're practicing piano again.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. We'll probably do this like a day-by-day bit. Because this is already an hour in. And it's already gonna take forever to upload anyway. So, that is where we will save. We will save it here. And what we'll do is we'll check the side story stuff. So we've got 2 side stories. We'll probably do those the next video. Anything in the files that's changed, games, saves, characters. Oh, we got new pictures too. Check those out. What do we got? Oh, it's the... Okay. Well, everyone, thanks for joining me today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hope you liked the voiceover work I was doing. I know not a lot of it was great, and I kept fucking with my words and everything. And there was more than one time I probably said the wrong thing or, you know, made up some word to replace it. But hopefully you enjoyed this and stick around for the next one. Next video will be Undertale. The game that started the whole Echo Fell thing and started me playing VR chat with Undertale and all that. I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun to actually go through it. Just saying, please share this, subscribe. Be sure to like it, help the algorithm actually get me out there. Send this to people you think would actually like this kind of thing. Anyway, have a good one. Stay safe out there.